So today for our mole, these are going to be our ingredients. So I have here 2 chocolate tablets from Abuelita Chocolate, 3 teaspoons of comino. I have here pepita, it's half a cup, so it'd be this right here. And I have 1 cup of sesame seeds, 1 cup of peanuts, and 1 cup of sunflower seeds, half a cup of almonds, and 9 garlic cloves. And these are the peppers we'll be using, 5 of each. So what I have here is chile ancho, chile guajillo, chile California. We'll be using 1 cup of breadcrumbs or as needed to thicken the sauce, 4 Roma tomatoes, 1 onion, and salt and pepper to taste. And as we go, I'll keep showing you the ingredients and how to make the chicken. So we're going to start off first with toasting our vegetables, and I'm going to let them brown all around. It's going to give the mole a really good toasty flavor. So this is something you do got to keep watching. Just want to keep turning these as you see them toasting, especially the garlic, because that burns quickly. So that'd be the first thing you take out. If you see it's all brown, start taking things out. So here I have our pan on medium, and I'm gonna throw all our seeds. And this is something that you're gonna wanna watch and constantly stir, because this will burn really fast, and you don't want none of these things to burn because it'll bitter your sauce. We just want it to get a nice aroma and a nice toasty look. And just be careful because the sesame seeds are popping out. And I'll show you how this looks while I'm done. When I'm done stirring. This takes about 5 minutes or less, or a little more depending on your stove. So this is what it looks like after it's done toasting. Then we set it aside, and then we're going to start putting our peppers in there. We're going to add a little bit of oil to our pan and let the peppers fry for a few seconds only. And we're also going to be taking the seeds out of our peppers. And that's optional. If you want the seeds, it might come out a little bit more spicy. Okay, so to do these peppers, you just take the ends out. And you could just cut straight through them with some kitchen scissors. And just take all the seeds and the veins out. And you're going to do that to all of them. It's okay if you miss a couple seeds. They're like super long and it's hard to cut them in half and do it. You just kind of want to take all these. So I was gonna let you guys know, like, this recipe is very time consuming. So it's not like something that you can make quickly. And it takes like a lot of your time. Like, it requires you to actually be there watching stuff. So just keep that in mind when you choose to make this recipe. So I have some oil here covering the bottom of my pan. I have it on medium high, and here are my peppers. These chile anchos is always harder to get the seeds out, and like I said, I wasn't gonna like break my back trying to get them all out, but for the most part they're pretty simple to get out of the other ones. And then we're just gonna dip them in here for a few seconds just for the color to change, and then take them out. You cannot let these burn because it will bitter your sauce. So right here I have some hot water. So when I'm done putting these in oil for a few seconds, I'm gonna put it over here right away in our water so that it starts softening our peppers, so that it could be easier to put in the blender. So just a few seconds, like I said, and you don't want to like do these more than one, unless you're comfortable doing them like that. And then we're pressing it to the water. And when we're done, we're gonna just soak them all in there. We're gonna do this again. And you'll see the color change to the pepper. So I want to show you how the color changes on these peppers. Let's zoom in over here. See? It gets like a nice color. If you leave it too long, the color is gonna look flat. So I'll show you a few more. Like if you're more comfortable, you can put a lot more. Just make sure that you're turning them up. And you'll feel it, like when they're ready, they get soft. And make sure you give them a good turn. And then take all the excess oil. So right here, we're just doing the last one. I'm just gonna give these a few stirs, and these are done. And then right here, we have all our peppers ready. And we're just gonna do this, let them soak. This would be the last thing that we blend. And make sure your water is really hot, that's really important. So here I have about 6 pounds of chickens. I have drumsticks and boneless thighs because I feel like that is the chicken that becomes more tender. And I put it in here with some salt, some garlic cloves, and a couple of bay leaves. And it's really important to get this broth to taste good because we're gonna use this broth to make our sauce. So while our chicken's cooking, we're gonna start grinding our comino. So basically, do this, and you're gonna like twist as you grind. And after you have this into like a powder form, then you add your garlic, and you're gonna start smashing the garlic as well. And we'll add the garlic one by one so that it grinds evenly. So just do this, and it'll turn into a powder. And then we'll add our garlics in like this, just like one, and then smash it down. And then start grinding. Zoom in right here. If you're feeling brave, do a few more at a time. This smells so good. And we're gonna do that with all our garlics. And then just when we're ready to add this to our mole, we'll add a little bit of water so that it's easy to get out. So over here I've had our chicken cooking for about 2 hours, and I've turned the temperature down once it started boiling so that the meat could get tender. And then over here I have our rice. And then we're gonna start on the sauce again. Okay, so now we're gonna start getting like our peppers and everything, and we're gonna start blending everything in our blender. The tomatoes, the seeds, and we're gonna keep adding chicken broth in here. The water that we use to boil our chicken, that's what we're gonna be using to grind everything. And I'll show you how everything looks as I do it. So we're gonna start off with our tomatoes and our onions. You just want to dump everything in here, your little pieces. And then I have here some of that chicken broth. We're just gonna add just enough. And we're gonna grind it. And then we're gonna put everything in a big bowl, all the ingredients all together. It's gonna look really weird at first, but everything's gonna come together really nice. And then we can do the peppers. It's gonna get messy in your kitchen, so don't even worry about that. You'll have time to clean it when you're done. The peppers, you could add chicken broth or you could add the broth that they were already in. Completely up to you. And I'm gonna use the broth that they were in because it has that smoky flavor. Just enough to get things moving. And blend this and I'll be right back. So now for these chiles, you're gonna need a strainer because you don't want all that extra chile skin. then we could use some broth to get the rest of that out. So with this, you just want to give it a few taps to get all that juice out. And then just do this until you're done and all the pulp will be left, and you can just throw that out. And then we'll do the seed snacks. So here I put all our seeds here, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the chocolate. I'm gonna add just one right now. I'm gonna see the color after I'm done grinding everything. If I feel it needs another one, I'll go ahead and throw another one in with some chicken broth, so no big deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and grind this and then show you guys. So this is just kind of what our mixture is looking like right now. You just want to add all our seeds, and like I said, this is gonna look really weird, but watch how everything comes together. So here you just want to coat the bottom of a pot with some oil, and we're going to add our sauce and start tasting it to see if it needs more salt or if you want to add chicken bouillon. Either works. So I just added all our sauce in the pot, and then this is just the garlic and the comino, and then we're going to give it a stir. So here I already stirred everything up. I went ahead and grinded the other chocolate just to give it a little more brown color. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some chicken bouillon and then let it boil a little bit, let it simmer, try it, and after it's already boiling, we're gonna go ahead and add our breadcrumbs to thicken the sauce a little more. So our sauce has been here for about 15 minutes. And then now we're going to add some of the breadcrumbs. And this is really important. You need to do it in a little bit at a time. Then you stir that in. And then repeat the process until you're done with about a cup of these breadcrumbs. You just got to keep stirring it and you'll feel the consistency. This is one of those things where you learn as you do it. I'm gonna keep adding a little more. Sorry, it's kind of hard to hold the camera and do things all at once. Just make sure you continuously stir this so that you don't get clumps. So our mole here is done. And I'm gonna plate it right now so that you guys can see. Look at that. So we're gonna go ahead and try this mole. Look at that, guys. This meat just like completely falls apart. That's why it's important to let it simmer.
It's chicken.
Mmm. It's so good. So flavorful. You can taste everything. I don't have tortillas right now because of the whole coronavirus thing going on. Okay. You like it? But he does some tortillas. Serve this. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna love it. And there's different ways of making mole. There's different colors of moles. This is just my preferred way of making it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, bye.
Peace.
Say bye.